Hello Ghanaians and hello world. Welcome to the Tido Talk Show. I am your host Vanessa Odeajimai, a Year 8 learner of Springwell International School, SIS. I came upon this inspiring topic on social media addiction. Some of you might have heard of it, but for the benefit of the doubt, let's discuss this topic. With the help of our special guest, we will discuss about social media addiction, its causes, effects, and possible solutions. Let's introduce our guests. Here we have Jeff Brobe, Vanessa Nyaku, Florence Lebene, Jocelyn Okansi, and finally Khadija Suleiman. It's nice of you to be here with us today. It's a pleasure meeting you all.
The pleasure is ours.
Now tell me exactly, Jeff, what is social media addiction?
Thank you for the question. Social media addiction is a behavioral disorder in which teens and young adults become enthralled by social media and are unable to reduce or cease their consumption of online media, despite clear negative consequences and severe drawbacks. While some teenagers engage in some form of online media on a daily basis, including TikTok, WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, and many more, teen social media addiction is characterized by the combination of an excessive consumption of online media, an increasing reliance on social media as a way to feel good, and an inability to stop or curb this behavior despite suffering losses in friendship, decreased physical social engagement, and a negative impact at school.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Jeff. Now, moving on to our next guest, Vanessa Nyaku. Please tell us how or what are the symptoms of social media addiction?
Several signs and symptoms contribute to social media addiction. Some of these signs and symptoms include lying to family members about the amount of time spent online, withdrawing from friends and family, feeling restless when unable to check social media, and relying on social media as a coping mechanism. Firstly, lying about the amount of time spent online. Individuals who suffer from social media addiction are often embarrassed about the amount of time they spend online. Hence, lie to their friends, family members, or loved ones about the amount of time spent online. Secondly, individuals use social media as a coping mechanism. One may increasingly use social media to cope with their problems or negative feelings such as loneliness, boredom, stress, and also social anxiety. Thirdly, withdrawing from friends and family. Personal relationships may suffer as a result of one wanting to spend more time in the virtual world. Hence, a person may withdraw from their friends and family due to wanting to spend more time on social media than rather going out to spend time with their friends, family, and loved ones. Lastly, they feel restless or troubled when they're unable to check social media. Hence, they often feel that their situation is often uncontrollable. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your explanation, Vanessa Nyaku. Now, moving on to our third guest, Florence Lebene. Please enlighten us. Why is social media addictive?
Social media is addicting because it has significant effects on the brain. Some of the causes I want us to go through is addictiveness. Most social media networking apps come up with new ideas every day, making the users as returning visitors to this platform. This makes them vulnerable to the compulsive overconsumption of time. Another factor to consider is stress and self-esteem. This compels most of the users to indulge in all acts which are not acceptable in the society, just to be able to meet the standards at which people are flaunting their worth in society. This makes them indulge in so many social vices which does not fit into society and its morals.
Thank you so much for your explanation, Florence Lebene. Now, moving on to our next guest, Jocelyn Okansi. Please, your comments on the downside of social media addiction.
Engaging in social media once in a while is unlikely to be harmful. However, there are some negative effects to consider when overusing social media. First and foremost, there is anxiety and depression. The lack of real and deeper connections with other people offline can cause depressive symptoms. This is because the superficial connections established in social media tend to be less emotionally satisfying. As a result, people who are addicted to the social media do not get the benefits of healthy social interaction. Moreover, there is increase in social isolation. Spending less time face-to-face with other people offline can cause negative mood states like social isolation. This is because individuals spend maximum time on their phone rather than engaging or conversing with other people offline. More also, there is decrease in physical activities. Spending more time on the phone means that one has less time to engage in physical activities. That can help create a sense of or general well-being. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comments, Jocelyn Okansi. Now, moving on to our final guest, Khadija Suleiman. Please enlighten us. How can we decrease the use of social media?
First and foremost, one way we can decrease the use of social media is by deleting social media apps from our smartphone and rather installing them on our personal computers. Using the personal computers is less consuming than using our smartphones. This is because the smartphones are portable while the personal computers can be accessed only at home or at workplaces. Another way we can reduce the use of social media is by setting aside time for social media. While setting aside time for social media, you can lose track of the amount of time you spend online. So you set aside time with a timer. Let's say you're spending 1 hour on social media. You use your alarm for 1 hour. So after the 1 hour reaches, you put your phone aside, then you continue with your work you are supposed to do. Another way you can reduce the use of social media is by turning off notification on social media apps when you are doing other things non-related to social media. For instance, you are doing your homework at school. You put your phone aside, then you turn it off. Because even if you put it aside, when the notification is still on, it makes noise which might tempt you to use it. So when you turn off the notification, you wouldn't be tempted to use it. Another way you can reduce the use of social media is by taking hobbies which are technology non-related, such as swimming, cooking, and other stuff. This one helps reduce tension in your body. Reasons why we shouldn't spend more time on our social media is because the social media apps is characterized by a lot of fake acts, like people trying to put up something they aren't, so that something they aren't, so that like they get more followers and likes. So you see, if you are continuously using the social media, as Vanessa Nyako said, you wouldn't be able to relate with your family members. Hence, you will be used to the social media life, which is full of fake people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for all your contributions. Now, I would like to conclude. One thing we must bear in mind is that the increased use of social media can lead to addiction, which reduces the productivity in our nation than one mind can fathom. Thank you. This is where I draw today's curtains.